Hello and welcome. In this video, we will show how to complete a CSV file test data query configuration. For this lesson, we will be creating a new gQuery. So how do you configure CSV file queries? First, you must create a CSV file test data query configured with either CSV list or CSV index. Next, you will need to configure the query parameters and then import the CSV file into the query. The final step is to add domains and attributes for the real data to populate. There are three CSV file query configuration components. Parameters define the resource path, subdirectory, name, and variables for the test data query. The second is CSV file column names. This information is displayed within the query configuration once you have selected a CSV file and imported it into the gQuery. The third component is domain attributes. Domain attributes define the attributes that will be populated by the real data obtained from the imported file. Let's get started. The first step will be to create a new gQuery. This can be done by clicking on the Add gQuery button within the dashboard. Next, we will need to enter a unique name for our gQuery. For this example, we will call it Sample CSV Query. We will also need to enter a description. For our description, we will enter query address from a CSV file. Next, we will need to select a type. For this example, we will be selecting CSV list. Once finished, click Save. Now that the gQuery has been created, you can configure its query parameters, import the CSV file, and add domains and their attributes. The next step is to configure our query parameters. Currently, our resource path is set to resource.output.directory. We will leave the resource path as is for this example. For this example, we do not have a subdirectory. We will leave it blank. Next, for the file name, we will enter address.csv. And for our delimiter, we will enter a comma. We will leave buffer size and set loop as their default settings. Click Save. The next step will be to import our CSV file. Click on the Import button and click on Choose File. You will need to browse to and select the CSV file on your local machine. Once the file has been selected, click Save. Within the CSV file column names pane, you will see each column name within the CSV file that was imported. The final step will be to add domains and attributes. This can be done within the Domain Attributes section located at the bottom of the dashboard. Click the Add button and select the domain. For this example, we will select address. Next, select your first attribute. We will select address 1. Then select the column. For this example, we will select street and click Save. You will need to complete this step for each column in the CSV file that you want to use to populate your real data. Click Add again, select City, and select City again. Click Add again, select State, select the State column, and click Save. And finally, click the Add button one more time, select the zip code attribute, and select the zip code column, and click Save. We have added all of our domain attributes. Once you are finished, click the column check button to perform a validation. If everything has been set up correctly, you will see this notification. Click OK. We have completed our CSV file query configuration. Once a gQuery has been created, you can download the query by clicking on the cloud icon in the Action column. The gQuery can be run with a downloaded scenario chain, or scenario chain set. The command is provided at the bottom of the dashboard for the selected gQuery. This command will change for each gQuery, so it is important to make certain that you have selected the appropriate query before copying this command. You can copy and paste the command into a command prompt or terminal window. You will need to replace scenario name.grs with the actual name of the scenario chain, or scenario chain set. For this example, we are using address scenario.grs. Hit enter once finished, and the command will run. As you can see, our command has finished. On the screen, you will see two sets of data. On the left is our delimited output file that was created when the query was run. For this example, we have the output format as delimited file. However, several other output formats are available. On the right side, you will see the original CSV file that was queried. As you can see, each row of data is identical. gQueries can also be added to an individual gcase. We will show how to do this in the next lesson of this module. Thank you for watching.